Holy cow. I've got the guys from California Beach Company here, and we just concluded a massive deal. Just state your names for the audience who's watching.
Yeah, I'm Austin Wright, CEO and co-founder, California Beach Company.
Yep, David Shom, COO and co-founder of the California Beach Co.
What was the main reason you decided to list with us?
We were talking about raising capital. So we were going to do a VC round or, find an angel or something like that and raise either equity, debt, or a combination of the two to help us with the growth. And, when I got connected with you originally, I think we had this conversation, we were talking about it, and you said, there's also opportunities out there to sell a portion of your business and roll over some equity and stay on, so then you're taking some chips off the table. You're partnering with a institutional quality team that has way more experience than you at growing businesses. And then you keep some skin in the game for a second exit potentially down the road. And when we discussed that model, that was super attractive to us because it had all the qualities we were looking for. We wanted to de-risk, we wanted to cash in on our hard work, but we didn't want to let it all go right away because we were still building. We still had a good runway in front of us.
If you had just tried to do this all on your own, what do you think?
There's no way. I mean, I compare this to trying to, if you're going to sell your house, right, doing a for sale by owner, how do you do that, right? Are you going to make a sign and go stick it in your front yard and put out a Craigslist ad? Like, you're not going to get max value. You're not going to get what you want versus finding the best agent in town. So that's very, very similar to how this process works. We could have gone out and tried to sell our business ourselves, but we would have got a tiny fraction of what we ended up getting. And, I think part of the real value of having brokers as high level as you guys is you've seen this done so many times in so many different ways that when an entrepreneur comes to you and says, hey, this is what I want, you guys go, okay, here's how we can make it happen. And you kind of put all those pieces together. And that was really cool for us.
Yeah, very educational. Honestly, you guys helped fortify our company. You opened your Rolodex to us. You gave us many other connections that really made our company stronger. And again, very educational for all of us. This last year was, it opened my eyes on many different things when it comes to business in general. So
you guys got over a dozen LOIs. How did you decide to pick among the choices that you had available to you?
What was really cool for you guys to do also was really vet a lot of those companies and the LOIs and really kind of led us in the right direction with the strongest buyers. So that was huge.
It was you guys telling us, hey, here's what you want to look for in buyers. If you're working with a sponsor, who's putting together capital from a whole bunch of different limited partners, let's make sure they have the capital first before they say they do, right? Or do they have to go out and raise it? Because those kinds of factors, when you have multiple buyers, they matter. They really, really matter. It's like, again, I go back to the analogy of if you're selling your house, right? If you're selling your house and you've got an all cash buyer or somebody who's a first time home buyer putting down 10%, who are you going to sell your house to, right? It's pretty obvious. You may even lower the price a little bit to go to the all cash buyer because it's guaranteed to close. So
higher price, higher sale, higher valuation.
First and foremost, you guys really dug in for us. You guys really protected us and made sure that we weren't going to get taken advantage of. I feel like, there was a couple times where we could have sold for a lot less and just, walked away. If you guys were, I'm not saying all brokers are like that, but if you were just wanting a paycheck, you could have probably pushed us to sell earlier to someone else for a lower valuation. And you guys didn't do that. So, hats off to you guys for that. And that will not be forgotten. Of course, we're always, we'll definitely refer you guys many times over. And I have a feeling we're not done with you guys either.
Probably the three biggest value adds for if I'm explaining what website closers is and why you should go with them when selling a business. Number one is your network. You guys obviously have the largest network out there, buyers. So you want that You want the realtor that knows everybody in town. That's you guys. Number two is your knowledge. You guys have done so many deals for so long that your knowledge of how these things are structured, how they're supposed to go, what the documents are supposed to look like and say, what are gray areas and what are red lines. Like, you guys know all this stuff that somebody selling a company for the first time is not going to know. There's no way. So your network, your knowledge, and then, number three would be just your creativity and your ability to just get things done in tough situations. We really commend you guys for that. So,
and I think you said a little bit earlier, the valuation that you ended up getting with us involved was a magnitude of difference. So cash in the pocket more than exceeded our compensation on the deal.
That just goes back to you guys' knowledge, because we wouldn't have even known that was possible. When that first deal fell through and said, don't worry, guys, you're going to get more on this round. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to market. We're going to get more cash than we did the first time. We're going to get a better structure, and we're going to get a better buyer that's, more likely to close. And that's exactly what happened. So having that knowledge and that experience, I would say saved this deal. If you're listening to this and you have a business, just connect with Nate. That's it. Whether you need a good referral for an attorney or a tax person or a social media buyer or CMO, whatever it is, all those people. And then ultimately, when it comes down to doing the deal and getting a deal done and listing your company or raising capital or whatever it is, there's nobody better in the space. And it's evident.